afternoon, people. Oh, forgot to switch this on. Okay.
Give us a moment.
That's it. So, here we are. As you were seeing from the thumbnail, it's a Super 8 triple delight. Maybe. No, right. What it is, these are sat here for a while, and I'm sure Simo gave me a couple of... Actually, that's it. Knowing Simo, they're out of date when he gave them to me. But we've just gone through the fridge, and we're trying to sort a few things out here.
I found this one a little intriguing.
Yeah.
Cherry wheat beer.
Cherry wheat beer.
That sounds rather unusual.
The problem is, this one was the 11th 23, and it actually looks cloudy in it. So this might be a total mismatch. This is 0624, as you can see on the back. So that's not as bad as that. And this is 0520. Blimey. This is 0524. I would say, knowing Mr. Sops, they were probably dated when he gave them to me, and now they've been here for some time. So, yeah, this could be one of them reviews that you're like, ah.
Yeah.
What we'll do, we'll build up, we'll go in order, because your cherry is your 3.4, your Blanche is your 5.1.
So we'll go in that order.
And your IPA at the end. Obviously, Sean's less up on IPAs than me, so don't expect some miracles here. Something about this, I just saw, it was called the champagne of cherry beers. How about that?
It's a very big accusation to make.
So,
Boots the fill.
Let's have a look. We got that off. Let's give her a pour, not over me, and it's the red. I tell you what, look at the liveliness of that. There looks absolutely nothing wrong with that. Obviously, this is a 250ml glass, so just to get it all in, we'll have to. I haven't got obviously the. I'll tell you what, that don't smell bad.
That smells good.
And that is, as I say, dated 0624.
It's very aromatic with the cherry. Got a strong cherry smell.
I'll tell you what, the cherry is really full on. You've got that somewhat pinkish off-white head, as you can see there. And it's pretty compact, the bubbles, isn't it?
Yeah. It smells a bit like a cherry Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, for me, it smells like the old cherry drops that we used to get back in the day. You were not even thought of then.
No, I remember them. Back in my time.
Your mum hadn't even collared me by then. I was an honest man then.
Days.
I was an honest man then, people. Right. So what we'll do, let's have a little go with this, and then we'll pour that end bit in, and then have a. I'll tell you what.
Should I give it a whirl?
Yeah, give it a try. It's not bad. I meant to get a glass of water. You miss your mouth.
I had to break through the thumb.
You're doing an M. I'll tell you what.
Give that a try, pal.
Wow. Right.
I'm noticing a creamy aftertaste that I wasn't expecting.
Right, but what this is, remember, this is 3.4% ABV. Now, firstly, that is not in any way, shape or form watery.
No, it's not watered down or light in any way. It's full flavoured.
Yeah, and considering how far out of date it is, some of these Belgian beers, I'm telling you, no wonder you get so long on them. Now, you've got the best bit in. You've got the bottom bit. I did notice it's somewhat different there as it was going in. I'll tell you that. Do you know what?
Hopefully this time I don't miss.
That is handsome. That's handsome. Let me just get a quick shot of that, because I never thought, especially this late on.
That was the one I thought would be good.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, we're not really into IPAs, so we can't be too biased, but we're doing a review. Obviously,
no, I mean, I'll try and be as unbiased as I can with it.
Special M's still got a bit of a pain of her shoulder, so I said, well, we might as well do these. Actually, we thought this was going to be out of the way.
That's quite nice. The cherry flavour is very nice on the tongue. It's not abrasive, but it's not too light either.
Right, you're getting the cherry running all the way through. You've got a sweet malt at first, but then there's a slight bitterness. I'm telling you that.
I'm noticing a little creamy aftertaste.
Yeah, there's a creaminess as it runs through as well. But what that is, for 3.4%, that's decent. Way out of date, like I say, literally almost a year out of date. A good 9 months out of date. I'm amazed.
You
Right,
really can't knock that.
let's get the Blanche. This is the Blanche. Now, this is the one that is dodgy because this is 15 months out of date.
Yeah.
Even so bad that
It's wearing off.
It's wearing off. Oh dear. Okay, but you know, it's all about a bit of fun, right? These have sat there, and it was always meant to be a treble, but for some reason, it never got done. And that actually has branding on the top, unlike the cherry one.
Yeah, strangely, I
Super
noticed the
8.
cherry one doesn't have the branding. At first, I thought it was a mistake in printing because the Super isn't printed on it, but it's the same with those two.
Yeah, and that's
And
got
this
a
one's
blue
got
for the blue bottle, and that's got a green. But yeah, right. Obviously, as I say, we don't have a Super 8 glass, but I'm telling you what. Obviously, you know when you're pouring a wheat beer, in case it's unfiltered, in case it's unfine, you need to get the lot of it in there. I see even the most professional of reviewers doing these things and not doing this, and I'm like, mate,
Missing the best bit.
that's what you want. Oh, look at it.
You got the bits in there.
Okay. Now, I don't know, to be honest, whether that's because, I don't know if you'll even see it.
Sediment.
It looks like, yeah, I'll get a shot of that.
Looks almost like a smoothie.
It looks like fermented apple juice to me.
It kind of does.
or a rotten scrumpy from somewhere you wouldn't want it. I'm not so sure about this one. Let's have a look. We'll see. It's not. I will try it because obviously we're only having a sip.
I suppose I get the luxury
if it's
of going
dodgy anyway.
first.
Yeah, give it a ponder. Have a ponder and see what you have. Because
It smells a bit like Blanc.
okay. Because it's got a lovely hazy cloudiness to it, but does that look? And there's totally different colour sediment at the bottom, but it's still lively. You know, there's still some life in this. Do you know what? That might be all right. And that one, by the way, just in case I didn't mention, in case I forget in the review, is 5.1% ABV. As I say, that is literally 15 months out of date, as you can see.
That's very reminiscent of Blanc, the smell, I feel.
Well, give her a shot. Can only be
If the cherry's anything to go by.
Yeah. But this, as I say, this is slightly further out of date, but
Give it a try.
so I can't read his mind like Special M, I can tell with her.
I always keep my poker face. You know what? For a year out of date, can you really knock it?
I'll tell you what, when you talk of the Blanc, you talk of the Hogarten.
I think the smell's closer to Blanc, tastes closer to Hogarten.
That's decent.
Especially
You've got your
considering.
coriander,
Jeez.
haven't it? You've got your, although not too much of the spice, but you've definitely got your banana. You've definitely got other fruit running through it. And for 15 months out of date, well, fair play. Fair play, because Super 8, wow. I'll tell you what, when you know you're going to buy a beer and not drink it for a while,
I'm almost excited for this.
I really will have to ask Special to try these.
These are really exceedingly good beers. If I'm ever in Belgium, would you say Belgium, right?
Yeah, they're both
If
from
I'm in
Belgium.
Belgium again, I'm looking for these. I wish I'd gotten a few while I was there.
And that has that lovely bitterness on the end that's bringing back from your
And it's
yeast
lingering
wheat.
as well a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm still tasting it.
Wow. I've had that Blanche before. I know. I can't remember when, how.
The question is, if it's this good a year out of date, what are we talking about with a brand new?
So this one, again, 0324. So this is
Exactly a year.
it's anniversary.
It's its anniversary.
Being out of date. Being honest, I'll tell you. I don't know what to expect from this. Obviously, we've read nothing up. Hold on,
I read the backgrounds.
A balanced interception of a hoppy IPA. The hoppy IPA, typical levels of bitterness with additional citrus and grapefruit notes. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wonder if I'll taste all that.
What did
through
it
the
say on
pale
here
ale
then?
taste. That one's in foreign, but this one's in English.
Well, we know what that is. That was decent. That for 3.4%, I've got to say, maybe it would get sickly after a few when you go back to the cherry
I don't
beer.
think I could session it, but for
But I'm
one or
telling
two,
you what a beer.
you know, if I was just stopping somewhere,
Hot summer's day,
yeah,
thank you very much.
maybe designated driver as well because it's weak.
Yeah. Well, look at the flavour in that compared to a Bud Light or a Corona Liquor.
Yeah, you would never put those at the same percentage.
Not even at the same. Not even on the same page. Gotcha. So there you go. On its year anniversary, look at the head.
Well, that looks exactly like the Mahou Zero.
I hope it don't taste like it.
Oh no, I doubt it'll taste like it, but the colour's the exact same.
Oh, I'm not so sure. You're getting a bit of grapefruit, but you're getting a somewhat odd pininess here.
Yeah.
This is where you need special. This is not looking good.
We can't tell if this smells funny because it's on the tongue or if it's just an IPA smell.
I've got to put my head out here and say we've had 2 out of 3.
And now we're getting our dud, and luckily it's the one we wanted the least.
Yeah. It doesn't matter, you know. We could have had 3 duds here.
Yeah, no, I'm very impressed.
Right.
Either way.
I'll let Sean take the honours.
What a pleasure. I'm also noticing the bubbles are not as tightly packed or small as the others.
Look at the lacing on the cherry. The lacing on that. Obviously, the head redemption's never going to be that good of something so old.
What?
Don't look, it ain't that bad. And this is 6% ABV, by the way. But I'm getting...
Give it a try, because I've got something to say that will surprise you. I genuinely think I could drink that. It's not amazing. I certainly wouldn't buy it, but I think I could drink it. If I went out to a bar and paid for a pint, I would drink it.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's how that's meant to be.
That would explain why I think it's drinkable.
Yeah, I don't think Em's about, is she?
I can shoot her a text.
No, she get in the mood.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't want to do the video, did she? It
No.
didn't matter. That's on the turn.
I think.
But if you don't mind that, some of the fruit IPAs, your taste buds are changing a lot.
I've been trying a lot more diverse stuff.
Obviously, through the channel and where he's been stepping in for Em and everything, he's been trying a lot more things lately. I'm no expert on anything, right? But I'm telling you, that IPA is either not great or it's on the turn. That's what I'm going to say there.
I'd say on the turn.
I'm not getting an abundance of fruit, but it is there. The grapefruit is there.
And then you just sort of get it's almost the malty taste that you get from a Kronenberg. It's reminiscent of that. That's what you get after the fruit.
Yeah. At the end,
I think that's why I like it.
that's tasting like... I'll tell you what, I think back in the day...
It tastes like
and
just the Pilsner, doesn't it?
This will go through to a lot of you. A pint of slops. That's what that is on the aftertaste.
What's
Where you've got a bit of Foster's, a bit of Kronenberg. It's all in a thing. You've had 1 pint. That is that aftertaste nailed on the head. That's on the turn. Because I know from these two, and I've never tried that before, that is going to be a decent beer. But that's just... It hasn't survived the test of time. That's fair enough. It is a year out of date. What do we expect?
Yeah, I mean, we got
15
very
months
lucky.
out of date, and then,
Very lucky already.
So, yeah, that's on the turn.
We expected to leave this with the sink getting all 3, but I'm pleasantly surprised to say that I've been impressed by the first 2. I'd even argue I'm impressed by that one, but that's just because it's not tasting how it's meant to.
That is like...
That is actually...
Cherry Le Chauffour's little brother.
This is exactly like that seltzer I mentioned earlier. It's exactly like that, but more cherry.
Cherry Le Chauffour, but it hasn't got, obviously, because they're 3.4% compared to the 8% or the 7.4, it hasn't got the kick. But that is decent. I would struggle anyone that's had a 3.4 beer that's more flavoursome and got more going on than that, because that is decent. That is why when you do these reviews, you can look back on something like that and think, well, hold on, this was a year out of date. That's decent. This, again, has lasted the test of time. That's a decent blanc. Everything's going on there. You've got, as I say, you've got your cloves, you've got your coriander, you've got your banana, you've got some more fruit. There's a slight element of creaminess to it as well. You've got your wheat yeast. That's decent. You know, again, way out of date. That one, that's not hitting the notes for me.
I think as someone that dislikes IPAs, it's a good one, but that's just because it tastes nothing like IPA.
As I say, through reading the back and trying them two, I'm saying that that's on the turn.
If you gave me this blind and asked me to identify it, I'd probably say it was like a Kronenbourg mixed with something.
Yeah, it has that.
Some kind of fruit drink with a Kronenbourg. That would have been my
It's just
guess.
not great, full stop. But overall, well pleased we've done this video. I wasn't even going to do one today, was I? Obviously, Em's in there sorting out stuff because we're away tomorrow. And he said, well, are we doing this or not? And I thought, I can't be bothered. And I thought, oh, no, that's it. Let's get it done. So I'm really glad I did because that and that is a win-win for me.
Really quite impressed.
Yeah, really impressed with them.
If I see these guys again, I'd definitely get from them.
So, yeah, I think you get them in booths, if I remember, from Simo. But as I say, knowing Simo, he probably gave me that one, and they're well out of date. Anyway, no, I think Simo gave me that one and that one.
Yeah.
I think I got that from somewhere else. I can't remember.
That would probably explain why the date is so much further from the other two.
Well, yeah, see? Yeah. That Sups again. Do check his channel out. Close personal friend of the channel, Snake Sups we call him, but Simo is his name.
He's only a little bit clueless.
Yeah.
He's not as clueless as the other fella.
No, we're not going to mention the other fella because he gets in the mood.
Yeah. He's too busy working as a gnome at the moment. Clocking in. He's got his little hat on.
They're going to get you one day.
His beard.
What can I say? And his new 40k van, and he says he's skin. Anyway, right, no more. Bonjour.